Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places that people like to listen? And where do we find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Anchor makes it simple to get up and running. You can upload and schedule your podcasts ahead of time. It publishes to all the major podcast platforms. You can easily check your stats. I could go on, but instead, why don't you go and get started? Go to anchor.fm/start to join the e-commerce minute and a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mroz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-commerce Minute, episode 326.
In today's episode, Target launches Smartly, discount brand.
Target has launched a new essentials brand called Smartly. The product line features over 70 products from hand soap, paper plates, household cleaners, and razors. Prices range from 59 cents to $11.99, with most items less than $2. Target has over 20 private label brands, including the Up and Up line, but said Smartly will be priced up to 50% cheaper. A report in the Wall Street Journal states that Target Smartly products are being priced on average 70% less than traditional brands, including Procter & Gamble brands such as Tide, Gillette, and Charmin. The paper also noted that the products are being sold in smaller quantities or in small multi-packs to appeal to Millennial and Generation Z consumers who are just starting out and have no interest in bulk shopping. Millennial and Gen Z shoppers aren't as loyal to specific brands as older consumers, Target research has shown. Smartly products will be sold next to well-known brands in different product aisles throughout the store. The products will also be available via Target's restocking program, which lets shoppers fill a box of goods and pay a flat shipping cost. Target will remove the least performing items in each of the categories to make room for the Smartly brand. The Smartly line echoes another familiar low-cost essentials retailer, Brandless, which launched in 2017 as the Procter & Gamble of millennials and sold everything at a flat price of $3. As with Brandless, the Smartly line of packaging has minimalist labels and features irreverent expressions that says, smells like, well, nothing on a bar of unscented soap and no dishes tonight for disposable plates. The Target design team partnered with master perfumers for a variety of fragrances. For example, liquid hand soaps will be found in fragrances such as rain shower and lavender, and all-purpose cleaners will be available in scents like ocean and citrus grove. Mark Triton, executive vice president and chief merchandising officer at Target, said, quote, over the past few years, Target has launched more than 20 owned and exclusive brands across our multi-category assortment. The introduction of Smartly is another example of how we are listening to customers and bringing them solutions to make their lives easier. Smartly offers incredible value, looks great, and most importantly, gets the job done. It broadens our assortment to give guests even more options to find the right product for them, regardless of their budget, end quote. The Smartly collection arrived in store and on Target.com on October 14th and will be available year-round. Smartly.
Well, good move by Target.
Definitely a good move. Definitely a good move.
I mean, Brandless has been doing it. There's another one that's out there that we played with, right?
A low-cost brand.
Yeah. It was kind of along those lines too. So yeah, I mean, I think it's great. I think it's, you've used Brandless, which we love.
Yeah, Brandless is great.
So Target is doing that. I mean, they got to attack every single buyer as much as, to get the market share.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually not like a new idea, the store brand, but it used to be called back in ye olden days. It was called the generic brand, and it was always kind of looked down as, well, if you have money, you buy Tide, but if you're broke, you buy the store brand. Because it was always looked down as kind of a subpar in quality. The packaging was real meh. It was like, oh, you never buy the store brand because the store brand is never going to be as good. That is definitely not the case any longer. I think people are aware of the brand tax that you pay for, and we said this in on countless stories about when we talk about Brandless. It's that's kind of their motto, is that you don't pay the brand tax. It's the same quality, but it's a generic label. You're not paying for the marketing. You're not paying for the fancy labels. You're not paying for all the stuff that goes behind it. It's basically just a good product in a simple package.
Right. I mean, you go to any CVS, Rite Aid and stuff like that, and next to ibuprofen by the main guy is going to be an ibuprofen from CVS on Rite Aid.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like Costco, they have Kirkland Signature. Walmart has Great Value. Whole Foods is $3.65. Like I think any kind of major chain has that. And Target already does have their up and up, but I think what they've done is they've kind of taken that store brand and kind of skewed it and made it almost like targeted. They're not just targeting someone who's trying to save a few dollars. They're also saying, hey, you're a certain type of consumer that doesn't need a 64 ounce jug of dish detergent. You live in an apartment. You want something that's good, but you don't want to pay. You don't want to go to Costco and buy a 128 ounce jug of dish detergent. You just need a small thing. And I think that's pretty smart. And they're also going up against who. I mean, Amazon, their private label business. You just showed me the other day the Amazon they're doing the Keurig now. And didn't we just see an announcement the other day now that all the mattress firm is going under, who just launched a new line of mattresses. So
Amazon's killing. I mean, you and I own tons of shirts from Amazon and they're great.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah. It's like, I'll read a stat here. Amazon has 70 plus in-house brands. They have brands that you would think were a name, like that they, because you go on Amazon, you can look for a Levi's shirt. You can find a Vans sneaker. You can get a Lark and Row. Well, Lark and Row is Amazon brand. Arabella is an Amazon brand.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Good Threads. Is that what it is? I think that's our brand now.
Yeah. Good Threads. Good Threads is the shirts we have.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to look, their private label business can bring in this is Amazon, can bring in $7.5 billion in revenue this year just on their private label. I could hit $25 billion by 2022. So for Target to do this obviously makes good sense. They're offering it online. The stuff looks great. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about this.
No, I mean, it's also like the idea that you're going for branded stuff, right? So you're not buying the branded. It's a hip thing to do. It's not buy the brand stuff. So
that is a great point. Just from an advertising psychological point of it, it's like you're not buying the non-branded branded. Like you go into Target and sure you want to buy the $4 squirt bottle of Method soap, but no, you're going to buy the Smartly brand because you know what? It's $3 or it's $2 and it smells great and it works just as good. And you're putting a couple bucks in your pocket so you go out and have brunch with your friends on Sunday.
Right.
All right. The brand is called Smartly. It's available at Target right now, target.com. We have a couple of pictures of the products, which are simply lovely. They're on our website, ecommerceminute.co. Bart, do you have any smart additions to this?
No, I'm just not that smart.
You're just not that smart. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.